I want to welcome you back to Beyond AI Solutions, where we're all about tech and all about keeping it real. If y'all don't know who I am, I'm Rome, your neighborhood AI guru. And today, I got one for you. Hey man, look, check this out. That's the way when I first started in the business, learning how AI worked and stuff, how we're going to set up my business. I would practice that right there over and over and over until I got it right. Man, I used to couldn't say it like that. No, 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 no. But anyway, I'm just here today, and I wanted to, talk to y'all about some of the stuff, like reading books, different things like that. Because I noticed, like, a lot of the younger generation. When I say younger generation, I'm talking about like 30s and stuff like that. Those guys don't read books unless they're made to read a book or a pamphlet. And then it's like they have to fight through it just to be able to read it. So today I just want to, ask a couple questions to get you thinking. When is the last time you read a book? The reason why I'm asking this is because, do you know that the program that we was gave or given from 0 to 7, that program, you could not say, hey, listen, I don't want that program. No, no. So, as a matter of true thinking, not no just, I just want to say something. No, let's think about it. If you know your program was messed up, and I'm going to tell you, over 98% of the population, their program is messed up. I'm talking about the foundational principles is all toward it. I mean, most of Americans today, when I ask them, hey, do you know where to get your real credit reports from? Those guys that just look at me like, I don't know. And I say, and you're proud to be an American. You should be ashamed of yourself. So that's why I'm saying, like, if you're not reading books, okay, then who are you listening to? See, because these are the questions that you should ask yourself every day. See, like a lot of people think it's okay to just listen to anybody. That means your favorite rapper's rapper. Or, yeah, I'm talking about Tupac, Biggie. Oh, those ain't name brands no more. I'm talking about, like, what is it? Lil Wayne. What's that other boy name? The one that had all them girls shaking their butts and stuff. But these guys, man, I mean, they even listen to 50 Cent. 50 Cent, like, man, I can't believe I did this to the people. Or that's what he should have been saying. Because I think, you think about it. If you get a person and you can get them to start chanting what you're saying, right? You can get them to, remember your song, right? You know how it is, how you remember a song. You just don't go buy the album and then all of a sudden, you know all the songs on the album. Because, first, because I remember when I used to listen to music like that, I would go through the whole album first to listen at all the songs to see what my favorite songs were. And then, the most favorite song that I think I like on the album, that's the first one that I would start installing those lyrics, the beats, everything that goes with that song, even the guitar strings, the bass, all of these things I would take in and I would house it in my memory. Because I had to train myself on this music, on that song. So when I got in front of my friends, or if I liked it so much that I wanted to sing it myself, guess what I would do? Yep, I would sing it to myself or to my friends to show them I knew the lyrics of that song. So, with that being said, yep, think about it. Am I like an alien? Am I different than you? Because I know that repetition, repeating it over and over and over and over again, is going to qualify me to be able to remember it, right? You too. And if you ain't doing it this way, you have a serious problem. I don't know how you're remembering anything, because you're not just going to pick up anything and just go with it and you got it, because you didn't do that when you started walking either. And if you're lying to yourself, these principles is going to do something to you that you don't want. It's almost like planting a seed in the ground, a watermelon seed, and when it starts coming up, you get angry because it's not an orange tree. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's why I said, listen, guys, these books that I was talking about are so important because of the things that Mom and Dad gave us. Man, it's like, I don't like to harp on it because a lot of people say, oh, you just don't like your mama and your daddy. No, it's more to it. It's a lot of mom and dads out there that was similar to my mom and dad. They probably even look like me. You know how many people out there that look like me? Or what about the guy that came across, and he was an immigrant, right? And the immigrant, he didn't know. So how did he learn? And man, I hope he didn't live in a 500 credit score neighborhood. See what I'm saying? So when you looking at this thing, I want you to look at everything. I don't want you to be dumb. I don't want you to be like, you're looking at it halfway, or you're mad because my skin is a little darker than yours. This is all about books, man. You can't read no book by its cover. You ain't never heard of that? So when you looking at me, don't try to read me because I'm this guy that looked like this. I may have a little gray hair here and there, or whatever, or I'm walking in the sun, or whatever it is that you don't like about me. This isn't about that. It's not about you. It's about the people. And that's where I'm like, yo, you gotta read a book a day. Or, right, listen to a book a day. Oh, yeah, you have the ability to listen to a book a day. Or you can listen to that same book the whole week or the whole month or whatever it is. Guys, listen, man. This ain't about this other stuff. The programming and all the other stuff. I'm gonna listen to this because I had a friend of mine that asked me. He was like, "How do you explain how this programming actually works?" Okay, so let's open up these books. All right. So you have a mom's, right? And we're gonna refer to mom as a programmer, right? And then we're gonna refer to the baby as a computer, right? And mom have the ability, and dad, because he's a programmer too, and brothers and sisters, everybody else, they are programmers. So everybody have the ability to shape and program this baby, this brand new computer. So as it goes, right? You don't have to plug in anything to the baby. You don't have to plug nothing into the baby. So I don't want y'all out there trying to plug in something into the baby. Don't do that. But what I'm saying is this. You have the ability to let that baby watch you because that's how he records. That's how he learns. This is how he's gonna get it, man. Think about it. He didn't know how to walk. He didn't know you when you started walking, right? Didn't you watch your mom and daddy walk? Think about it. Wasn't they the one that was coaching you? Like, come on, baby. Come on, baby. And then when you started walking, right, a little bit, well, you wanted to see how this stuff worked. So you would look at mama and daddy, how they would walk. Think about it. I want you to like open up your mind, like, cause I got these books open, right? Cause we're gonna open up some stuff right now, right? So then you got this other thing, right? You gotta teach that baby the ABCs. So now this is a one-on-one type of deal. How long is it gonna take for this baby to learn these ABCs? No, let's back up. I'm sorry. The baby don't know how to talk, right? So you gotta teach the baby how to talk. All right. So what the baby do? It records all these different languages, whatever language it is. If the baby is in a English speaking house, guess what that baby gonna speak? Not Spanish. It's gonna be hard for that baby to just try to translate. You know, just start speaking to mama in Spanish and mama speak English. It don't go like that. So what happens is the baby listens to mama how she says words. And you know how mama does. Mama got to get the babysitter, right? Right? Because I know my mama gave us a babysitter. It wasn't like everybody else babysitter, because most people brag about their babysitters. Oh, I got the 75-inch flat screen. That's all up. I'm talking about that thing in the wall. He brags about his flat screen, his babysitter. I had a black and white when I started, guys. And the fact that my black and white had the same thing that your flat screen color TV had, it came with a bunch of poison right in the house, right in the living room. I mean, it was just like, if I could just like put it on a scale, right? Let's say, okay, so good and bad. Okay, everything that poured out of that TV at that time when I was a kid, it was bad. I remember it was the commercials back then was, with the cigarettes and stuff, like they had a Campbell, right? And the Campbell was like a daggone cartoon type thing, and he was selling cigarettes. He wanted me to smoke cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? So it was a little different. And that wasn't even crazy. Man, I had the most terrible speaking guys and girls that used to come in the living room. I mean, dude, it was crazy, man. I mean, like, dang, I was learning some stuff. Like, I said, I don't think a kid is supposed to know this kind of stuff. Oh my God, F the police. Oh my God, can we say that? Like, brother, like, what kind of babysitter is this anyway? Who got this babysitter? You see what I'm saying? So now you're creating something, right? You get it started, you teach it how to talk, and then you train it. How are you training it? Well, you already know you got your programmers, right? What are your programmers doing? What type of information are the programmers giving to the baby? Because I'm concerned. Somebody else should have been concerned for me. So those are the things that we don't look at. We don't recognize. We don't say, hey, listen, this baby right here is going to learn this subject matter. It's almost like, I remember when I watched a movie, all of y'all watch movies too. You already know it, man, but that's a lot of your programming anyway. You act like Denzel Washington and all these other people. But anyway, so I'm watching this movie, see, you know, I see when I don't even want to talk about the movie now because like, dude, like I don't those things like even Denzel Washington, those people programmed, they had an impact on your lives. You know what I'm saying? Whether you believe it or not. So when you're training the baby, you just like you forgot about the baby. You said, "Here, baby, watch this." And most parents put them on the cartoons, right? Yep. So they teach the baby about all this other Dungeons and Dragons and all this. I mean, I don't know, SpongeBob, all these other things like Then the kid thinking he can live underwater and stuff, and he run after Easter bunnies and he do all these things. He even believed that that a big old white guy with a big red suit gonna just zoom down the chimney, so they don't put a fire on that night. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, what are we doing? We programming our kids the wrong way. That's what I'm trying to say. If you don't read no books, that's why I didn't talk about the movie, man, because we need to talk about these books. You got this baby that you're programming. You got these programmers that's giving the baby anything. I mean, the software, it's like this. When you try to, I remember when I first got my computer, right? I broke it. Like I don't know why, but I wanted to see how the thing worked. I guess that's the engineering in me, right? Because once I took the thing apart and I messed it up, because what I was trying to do was overclock it, the processor, and it ended up burning up the processor. So, and in the meantime, I went and I started looking at DRs, the DDR sticks and the RAM sticks and stuff. And now I'm in the computer stores, I'm in the computer fair and all this stuff. And, I done went and boom, and now I'm deep off into computers, right? So that program that I reprogrammed myself, because I was like, look, I need to learn. I need to learn because the information that was given to me, 98% of it don't work. I mean, it'll work. It's almost like, you ever rode a bicycle before and like you can just boom, but okay, not ride a bicycle with a flat tire. It's kind of hard. Well, ride the bicycle with a flat tire in a bent rim. That's a little harder. Well, ride the bicycle with only a few spokes in it and a bent rim and a flat tire. That's the disadvantage that most people, think it's okay. Like, they're like, hey man, I'm living. Like, okay, you're out here, you're holding up a sign. What does that mean? Like, we're in America. Like, aren't you an American? Like, you what in the world is going on? This is the land. This land is so rich, man. It's so rich, I made a song from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you should be proud to be an American. Like, I don't understand what in the world is going on here. Why is these guys and girls just, I don't know, like, just gave up or something? Like, hey, I'm in America. Everybody trying to break in this place. They just trying to get in the border. I don't know why. What? Man, listen. In America, you can leverage your personal credit, man, and become a millionaire overnight. I mean, if you got cash, boy, listen. That's why, like, if you ain't reading books, man, it's gonna be hard. And like I was saying, one guy was like, hey man, how in the world you read a book a day or listen to a book a day? I said, it's easy, man. If you, because I usually on the weekends, I listen to a 6-hour, well, a 9-hour, but I cut it in. I listen. Okay, so when I'm listening to those type, all right, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give you how I learn, okay? And this is how you're gonna eat these books alive every day. This is millions of dollars, dude, on how to learn so fast. This is like that super duper learning, man. So I found a book like, for instance, Rich Dad Poor Dad. No. We ain't gonna say Rich Dad Poor Dad. Everybody familiar with that. Napoleon Hill. Let's read some of his stuff, right? What I do is I find this video. I made the podcast video, whatever, and I'm gonna speed it up. Instead of listening at it on 0, I listen at it on 1.5. So it's a little fast, right? But this is how I get those books inside of me too. So then I'll try to find the thing on YouTube, right? Like a podcast or what do they call them? I forgot the name of them. But the books, the audiobooks. I'll take one of those audiobooks and I'll take and go to the share, and I'll copy that link, and that link I'll throw it in a Google Doc, and I'll name it whatever the name of the book is, and then I'll go back to the YouTube and I'll transcribe it. I got like this I have this extension that I use, and while I'm watching that YouTube, I just simply, click this thing in the YouTube page right there, because it's an extension. It's real, it's real tucked away. Like, it's not all hanging out and all that crazy stuff, but it's real nice, tucked away. And so when you click on it, it automatically transcribes that YouTube through ChatGPT. So what I'm saying is, so when you click on it, it automatically sends that video to ChatGPT, well, through this plugin, and it transcribes it in ChatGPT, and boom, so you'll see the transcript of that video right there in ChatGPT. And the tool also give you 3 functions that you're able to utilize. One of those functions is to summarize, in bullet points, give a beautiful descriptions and everything like that. And then, you got how you can turn it into a flip book or a guide or whatever, man. It's so beautiful. So when it transcribes it, it's going to do that. And this is the beauty behind this whole thing. Because a lot of people are like, man, why would you do that? Well, if you had the ability to have a YouTube, right, that you liked, and you wanted to talk to it, ask it questions, well, that's what happens here. So when ChatGPT transcribes it, now you can actually ask questions from that transcript. Yeah, I know it sounds like, man, you cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. No, it works for me, right? I know you can't see it right here, and most people are visual people. So I understand, I don't want you to get upset and say, oh, he's just, no, I utilize it, and it makes it easier, because once it's transcribed, guys, it's easy to take that transcription, and I have this other tool called a GPT Powerhouse. I'll take that transcription, that whole transcript, and throw it into the Powerhouse GPT. And what he does is he'll make a super prompt, custom instructions for a GPT that you can actually build with that information. The brain of that transcript will turn into a brain. So now we'll take that transcript, put it inside of the GPT with some other information that's predicated to that type of subject matter. And then, guys, man, you're able to write beautiful stuff that's dealing with that that whole thing. I mean, not only write, but you're drawing, you're making speeches, you're able to do transcripts, you're able to do all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's real quick and fast, and then it's there. And and one of the beauties behind it also, you're able to share it if you needed to, right? With your team. A lot of people, that's what I do when I go in the marketplace and I'm dealing with these business owners, because they don't know what this stuff is yet. And I'll show them, I'm like, listen, here's all your stuff. Boom, we're gonna put it right here. So now ask it questions. And and it'll like, whoa, it knows this? Like, dude, the AI is so smart, but we have to use it appropriately. So you could just use it, right? But you never did any training, you never did any schooling. It's almost like buying a car, you didn't, read the book and, Dad, I bought a car. Oh, okay, son, go ahead and drive it. And, he got killed because he didn't read the book. I mean, he didn't, none of the science. He don't know. Why would you put your son out there like that anyway? I don't even understand why people would even mess with ChatGPT unless they read the instructions first. Like, if you didn't go to GitHub and those places like that when this thing first came out, and you didn't know about the prompts and stuff, I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna be real with you. You're faking. You're playing a game that guys like me are gonna make you look bad. And I'm sorry. I did a dude like that on Facebook. He tried to say that he was his own prompt engineer. The guy ain't even never did a prompt engineering course in his life. He didn't even know how to spell it, because when I told him I was a prompt engineer, guess what he said? Well, I'm that too, but I don't call myself that. I'm like, dude, this is a field that, bro, like, ain't nobody done tapped into this thing. It ain't too many of us. And now you're making me upset. I was just asking them, like, yo, I see your GPT is out here. Where exactly is your, you don't have no security around this thing? Like, no safety or anything for your, for your super prompt, for your custom instructions? And he was like, what are you talking about? I did my own stuff. And if you trying to say my stuff ain't safe, then I was like, oh man, he think I'm asking him about this stuff if I don't already have his prompt. So I give it to him. I said, here, this is why I asked you this. And then I said, hey man, like, I just want to be honest with you, because I had to tell him, anytime that you're dealing with people, it doesn't matter if they're online, if they're in person or whatever, don't lie to them. I said, because you never know who you're entertaining. I said, man, listen, for you to be the age that you are, because I've been watching him, he's in my circle in the credit stuff. But for that guy to be that age and he's still lying, is that how you are? Do you work like that? I hope not. But because of his programming, right? So then you're going to see his actions play out, because, he don't want to talk to me about it, because now he's trying to figure out how I did that. Well, if he would have been back there when I was doing it, yep, I was back there when it first came out, when ChatGPT first came out. I didn't go to sleep for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew that this was going to be a revolution. This is going to be a revolution that, hey, who's ever first to the market with this, boy, your value is off the chain, because it's so much learning. It took me 2.5 years to learn all this stuff. And I do this every day. Yep. I still, like when I first started, I put all of my energy into it for at least 1.5 years. I mean, like, a lot of people like, but ain't you an engineer? Dude, like, my subconscious got that thing. You know how many times I done built buildings? Like, yeah, I mean, like, these people, like, they thinking like, oh, this is the first time I ever did it. Dude, like, I train people. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta roll with the punches and know what you're doing. So yeah, when it came on the scene, I jumped on it. I even wrote books about it, right? Yeah. I didn't know I didn't know, like, that, hey, this is an AI book. Okay, cool. But I'm right here, buddy, and I'm trying to let you know that I'm going to learn this. And when they catch up, yeah, you just watch it. When you catch up, ooh, I have seminars. I got classes on it. I got the time in. I got thousands and thousands and thousands of hours in. Yeah, I wanted to make sure when it's time, I'm coming to the marketplace with value. I just don't come with AI. That's why the name of my company is Beyond AI Solutions. We go beyond that. We do the credit thing the right way. We went and got lawyers, dude, and learned. Hear me, man. Like, I spent thousands of dollars on this stuff. Yup. But I knew and I understood that if it's for your business, just put that money right back in your pocket. It ain't like buying a big old car. You don't write it off. See, we buy stuff to write off. Most people buy stuff to show off. No, we don't do that. That's an idiot does that. And if you're out there, I just called you an idiot, because if you're buying cars like that, you need to stop today. Like, stop. It's not smart, man. And if you think it's cool, man, listen, don't tell nobody else it's cool, because you lying to them. You're suppressing the truth. Man, like, be serious sometime. Y'all guys, save your money, man. Let that money work for you. Because if it's not working for you, guess what? It's coming in my hands. Think about it. You go to the bank and one guy said, man, I put all my money, I save it in the bank. You don't know about fractional lending either, do you? But when I go to the bank and get your money that you done loaned or you done borrowed, man, listen, man, that's crazy, ain't it? You put the money in there, I come and get it, I put it to work. I put it to work, and you're struggling. I'm talking about these people struggling, working hard. Like, I see these people picking up trash, and I'm like, dang, you can't be that old doing that stuff, because you gotta get this, so your value will go up. Like, hey, I can't, if I stay right here and I'm just picking up trash for the next 10 years, that means I was the laziest person on the planet. I got used to it. The pain hurt me so bad at first, right? Until it drove me to be homeless, right? And then the guy, he struggles, right? He's crying. Why? And he drinks his beer, and he cries, and he drinks his beer, and the next day he go to work. Then he gets off of work, and he drinks his beer. He watches his TV. Oh my God. And he says, man, I need help. Read some books. If you read books, you can put those things into play. You'll see how this stuff really works. You get, like I said, you get a Napoleon Hill book, right? I like the story about the 3 foot, what is it? Where it talks about the 3 foot, dang, I forgot the name of it. Hey, listen, it's the guy had 3 foot to go, and he would have had his goal, man. He even went and invested all this money. Y'all have to excuse me, man. I'm tomorrow, man. I'm going to bury another one of my friends, right? So I'm talking right now, man. So if I don't remember, Napoleon Hill's book name right this second, I can tell you the story. You know what I'm saying? 3 foot to goal or something. No, yeah, but the guy, he messed up, man. He seen some gold. He went back. He didn't tell nobody. He went and bought the stuff. Took out a bunch of loans and stuff, and he went out there, man. And I'm gonna tell you, he got a lot of gold at first, and he was like, yes, but he didn't go get experts, right? He just went and did the stuff on his own. And the moral of this story was, you gotta do it the right way, by any means necessary. So what he does, boom, the gold vein dries up, right? So he's like, oh my God, so he's looking and looking. I'm talking about they digging up everything. Well, he packs up everything. He can't find no more gold. He sells all his equipment to this junk guy. And so the junk guy said, man, let me see what in the world is going on. So he started talking to people. Yep, networking. So he's networking with these guys, and he run into a guy that knows about fault lines. And he asked, he said, hey, what's going on over there with that stuff? So they go over there and they start doing some stuff. He said, hey, listen, there's a fault line right here. And if you come over here about 3 feet, you should hit goal again. Imagine that. Woo! So this junk man becomes a multimillionaire because the other guy gave up. And he didn't have the sense enough to go get experts to come in. You know what I'm saying? So this is the valuable lessons that we need to use. We need to use experts to help us to go get that funding or go to the next level, because I'm like this. I'm your money guy. The credit guy, the guy that's going to show you how to set up your LLC, that's me. I'm that guy. I'm going to show you the banks. That's me. I'm the guy that's going to take and say, hey, listen, 400K, 500K, zero interest, 12 to 18 months, sometimes 24, depending on the promotions going on right then. Bro, like, I'm your money guy. Do I know how to sell real estate? Nope. But I did get with 17,000 real estate guys just the other day. Yep, I invested 5,000 so that I can be lifetime with these guys. Yeah. And majority of them are millionaires. You see what I'm saying? So the networking. But anyway, man, so let's not be the guy that stops. Let's not be the guy that, just give up because, you're having a bad day. Let's not be that guy that don't start. Because a lot of people never start. They'll stay right there. They'll take that pain. They'll get into it like they used to, like mom and daddy did. Like, you know what I'm saying? Brothers and sisters. Like, it's a generational wealth. Generational curse. That's what they call it. No, it's a bunch of lazy people. That's all that is. It's a bunch of lazy people. Stop being lazy. Get up and go do it. Stop. It don't work, man. Why in the world would somebody want to be around somebody that's going to baby them? Why in the world that you like I tell my sisters, I'm like, hey, man, I'll take care of me for you if you take care of you for me.